Zach Life. Beat Depression is day 883, and we're back in the place to be with another somatic healing session to wipe out depression. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here now. Anyone who's tuning in later, appreciate you guys and girls out there. If you've been following the show, you know we just got through that 21 days of gratitude movement, sharing a whole bunch of free mental health tools, helping people find the ones that work for them. And we are now done with that movement. We're going to get back into our regularly scheduled programming. Shout out to Jay. Thanks for being here, Jay. Appreciate your support, man. All the way back from the East Coast. And as I was saying, we're getting back into our regularly scheduled programming. It's a martial arts for mental health show, and I like to share those tools that have helped me overcome clinical depression, overcome suicidal ideation, and continue to build myself up. And one of those powerful tools is the tool of gratitude. Like I said, I'm grateful to Jay for being here, but also got to look at other things to be grateful for in the day, especially if you're having a difficult time or you're going through challenges. Today, I woke up with what I'm pretty sure is a nasal infection, splitting headache, popped some Tylenol, still not doing much. So I've got to focus in on some positives. I got to think about some things to be grateful for to balance out those negatives. Sometimes you can use what's known as a gratitude sandwich. We don't want to avoid acknowledging the negatives, because there's going to be negatives. We need to deal with reality. We need to deal with the fact that there will be challenges. So we want to acknowledge those negatives. Today, I won't be able to do as much as I normally do. I'm acknowledging that, and I'm going to use the gratitude tool to get my mind focused on those positive silver linings. I'm grateful for the fact that we're able to connect through this tool of Instagram with people all over the world and share support each other out there. I'm grateful to John at Eurobus for giving me a place to stay with my bus as we get it back on the road and work towards creating more free mental health care opportunities for one another. I'm grateful to Y&I for featuring us on their show and helping us raise awareness to those free mental health tools so that we can help empower even more people. And I'm grateful to everybody who has been so supportive up until this point and as we move into the future. I'm grateful for your help. Thank you so much. So, that being said, that's my gratitude section for today. And that helps me start to focus more on those positive things, those things to be happy about. Go ahead and think about your gratitude section, and that'll help put you in the positive mindset as you move forward into today's lesson as well. Second part of the lesson we cover every single day. Second mental health tool is that progress tracking tool. It's been 883 days of consecutive progress and success for me. And this progress tracking tool is another powerful one. It's helping me right now. It's helping me remember that I can be here no matter what I'm dealing with. I can show up for 10 minutes for myself and also for others to share my self-care routine and help empower others with the tools that they can use to move forwards. That's something that this list tracking tool is doing for me right now as we speak. I know I have 883 days of proof that through sickness and health, through pandemic, through hurricanes, through whatever was happening, I was able to show up for 883 days in a row, which means I know as a matter of a fact, I can show up today, no matter what I'm dealing with. And I can look forward to showing up the next 883 days in a row, because I've got the proof. I gave myself that proof that I needed to realize that. So I hope that you're using this progress tracking tool the same way and keeping track of your daily goal accomplishment, whether it's this show or a different routine that builds you up both mentally and physically. If you keep track of that number, I can promise you it will become more and more powerful in your life the more you keep track of it. And by sharing it with others, you can help inspire them to find their way forwards too. Shout out to Lisa the Luminary, Juan, CKY, and Slayer Ken, and my buddy Luca out there. Appreciate you. And Slayer Ken shared his days at 491 days. Good stuff, brother. Well done. Thank you for staying consistent and for sharing your progress. As I said, every day I show up for me, not here virtually, but every day I take part in this routine for myself first. I put myself first, I put my self-care first, and I give myself what I need to maintain that depression-free mindset, to maintain that suicidal ideation-free mindset. I know that it works for me because I've been keeping track of it, and it's been 883 days that I have not had to deal with suicidal ideation or debilitation. So I'm not going to stop doing something that helps me. But I share it virtually with you guys so that you can find those tools that work for you as well. And that is why I want to shout out to Slayer Ken and thank you for sharing your progress, because it helps people know that it's not just me out here. I'm not any different from anyone else out there. I just made a decision and I stuck to it with dedication. I decided I'm going to help myself. I'm going to show up for myself and improve my life for at least 10 minutes every single day. And as long as I have been continuing to do that, it has been continuing to improve my life. And by sharing that number, Ken, you're helping people know they're not alone. We're not alone. There's plenty of us out here, and there's plenty of ways forward. So please do keep track of that tool. Let it build you up in your life and share it with others so that you can help inspire that change that we want to see in the world. A couple of fires and prayer hands. Appreciate that. Thank you so much for the support. And Luca said, you are sad, Tim. I am not sad. I am just sick. There's a difference. I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty grateful for all the support and for the fact that we can connect and help each other, empower each other with tools that save our lives. I'm just sick. I've got to take into consideration I'm a human being just like any one of us out there. We're going to go through challenges, and I'm going through challenges right now. So that being said, I need to moderate the lesson to set a reasonable goal for myself today based on my current situation. I got a nasal infection, I'm congested, I got a splitting headache. If I do that high intensity exercise that we do normally on today, that fast breathing routine, it's going to make my headache worse, and I might fire some bloody rockets out of my nose. So I don't want to do that on camera. So we're not going to do that. We're going to moderate to show up for ourselves and give ourselves what we need. So that being said, we normally do 5 rounds today, tap into multiple different mental health tools. We'll still be doing that. We're going to be tapping into the breathwork routine known as diaphragmic breathing. We'll be talking about the 4-7-8 breath. We'll be moving into a meditation session towards the end of the round. And yeah, we'll be sharing all kinds of free tools that you can use and add to your toolkit. Remember, we're individuals. You got to find the ones that work for you. Martial arts is not for everybody. It's not going to vibe with everybody. Some people don't like that movement aspect, that movement mental health tool that we get in there. But if you find the gratitude tool at the beginning of the class beneficial, tune in for the first 5 minutes of the class, and I'll be here to support your gratitude tool. If you find the progress tracking tool beneficial, tune in for the first 10 minutes. I'll be here to support you on that gratitude tool and that progress tracking tool. And if you find the whole thing beneficial, tune in for the whole thing. It's all about you and what you find beneficial to you. Today is an active recovery day, so it's going to be low intensity. Like I said, we're going to skip that yogic breath of fire, that activated breath work technique we normally do. And we're going to move through all 3 rounds, 5-minute rounds. The first 2 will be that slow moving diaphragmic breathing tool linked with movement. And the final round will be a brief meditation where we'll take full control over our somatic experience. So get ready to tap into that. We'll also have calming music going to calm our mind, to make it easier to slip into that flow state. And if you enjoy it, you can stream it for free on Spotify. Just search artist@saclifeofficial.com. Also want to shout out gratitude to Christine Fit. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Let's get into the diaphragmic breathing tool. If you haven't practiced it before, it's always a good time to start. Place one hand over the chest, one hand over the belly. We're going to take a deep breath in through the nose, filling the belly with air, keeping the chest nice and flat. And then we're going to slowly exhale out the mouth, trying to make that exhale twice as long as the inhale. Let's do it together. Deep breath in through the nose to the belly. Hold on to it. Long and slow exhale out the mouth. Now when you exhale out the mouth, you want to put a little bit of resistance between the lips. That's going to further activate that diaphragmatic breathing muscle and calm the automatic nervous system. This breathwork tool alone can give you control back over your nervous system if you're in a high stress situation, you've got an elevated heart rate, or you're dealing with that anxious energy. You can tune into this breathwork tool and put yourself back in the driver's seat. Get that nervous system under control, calm your heart rate, give yourself that peace that you deserve, and then you'll be able to think clearly and make better decisions as you move forwards into your day. So let's make it a little more effective. Make sure that you're putting some pressure between those lips, a little bit of resistance between those lips. The chest is staying flat. We're filling the belly with air as we breathe in through the nose. And then we're making the exhale twice as long as the inhale. Let's do it one more time. Deep breath in through the nose to the belly. Expanding that belly. Hold on to it. Long and slow exhale out the mouth through pursed lips. and it's as simple as that. That's the diaphragmatic breathing tool. You can use that, like I said, anytime. Now we're going to link that with movement, and we're going to practice some of our martial arts techniques that we've done over the last 21 days. Shout out to Tiny Angel. Thanks for being here. Appreciate your support. And during this session, I want you guys to use any striking patterns that you enjoy. We're going to flow through this thing. We're going to tune into our bodies and minds. We're going to ground ourselves in the present moment, and we're going to give ourselves what we need and what we deserve to get that active recovery time in. So, it is important as we move through this moving meditation that you check in, and if at any time you feel like that lactic acid burning up or that heart rate accelerating because you're getting too carried away with the striking patterns, I want you to return back to the power of that breathwork tool and calm that nervous system. Today is low intensity. We want to keep it low intensity and take that control back. Shout out to Open Martial Arts. Thanks for being here as well. All right, so that being said, we're going to start the timer. We're going to get into our flow-based session, and we're going to link that deep breath into the belly, into our defensive stance, our defensive positioning. And then that long exhale out the mouth is where we're going to flow forward and rotate into our striking patterns. If you've only learned the jab and cross, you can stick to the jab and cross, focusing in on form, on improving those tiny points like tucking the chin in, right? Twisting the fist over and bringing your defense back, keeping the head on the center line. Lots of small points of improvement there. But we want to flow through on that exhale into those strikes, and then on that deep inhale back through the nose, that's when we're bringing it back to the neutral stance, that defensive stance. Open Martial Arts said, look at you go, DM to collab. Heck yeah, let's do it, man. I'm always down to raise awareness. I'll hit you up after the show. That being said, let's get into this moving meditation session. We're going to go 5 and 5, so we'll have a 10-minute round here. It'll be nice and therapeutic. Keep that heart rate under control. Remember, it's about you, checking in on you, making sure you give yourself what you deserve. So don't let yourself get carried away with those striking patterns. Limit it to about 3 strikes on the exhale, and then make sure you're returning back to that neutral stance, deep breath into the belly. And if you feel the lactic acid burn or that higher intensity kicking in, return to the breath. Return to a neutral position, chest flat, and breathe in. Use that diaphragmatic breathing tool that we practiced. All right, let's do this thing. Let's get it going. About to crush day 883 of goal accomplishment. Let's start with the breath. Deep breath in through the nose to the belly, nice and slow, expanding that belly. Hold on to it. Long, slow exhale through pursed lips. We're calming that nervous system. Now we're going to link it in with movement. Deep breath into the belly as you assume your defensive Muay Thai stance here. Visualize that target in front of you, and long and slow exhale through jab cross. Twisting the fist over, bringing the opposite hand back to defend. Fully exhaling there in striking position. You want to finish the exhale in that last striking position there, and then don't return to defensive stance until you're ready to breathe in through the nose. Breathe in deep to the belly, and hold that breath in the belly in your defensive stance. Long, slow exhale forwards into jab cross. 2 strikes here, 1 long exhale. Like I said, you can use any striking pattern you'd like, just tuning into those different points of improvement. Follow the breath through those striking patterns and finish that breath at the last strike. Deep inhale back to the belly and defensive stance. And you can move around here in your defensive stance. You can visualize circling that opponent. Long exhale forwards through jab cross. We want to step in on the jab and rotate right on through into the cross, making sure we pivot on the ball of that rear foot for the cross. Deep inhale back to defensive stance. Hold that breath in the belly and get creative. If you're advanced, get creative with your striking routine. You don't have to follow the jab cross. You can use any striking pattern you'd like here. I'm going to start to break free from that form and link in any movements I like, any movements I enjoy, visualizing that target and thinking about following the breath, keeping it low intensity. If you already feel that burn, remember, return to the breath at any time. It's all about you checking in on you. Take the deep breath in through the nose to the belly. Hold on to it. Long exhale through pursed lips. Deep inhale again to the belly, through the nose. You can close the eyes and visualize that breath to make it more effective. Long exhale out the mouth through pursed lips. And back to stance. Deep breath into defensive position. And use any striking patterns you'd like here. Long exhale forward. 2 to 3 strikes total. Fully exhale into that striking pattern. Deep inhale back. Guard tight. Long exhale forward. Fully exhale and striking pattern. Deep inhale back. Holding that breath in the belly. You can go long guard here if you'd like. Long exhale into striking pattern. Deep inhale back. Hold that breath in the belly. Long exhale forward. Fully exhale there. Deep inhale back. Shout out to Diamond Cuts. Appreciate you, bro. Long exhale forward. Remember, use any striking pattern you like, focusing in on balance, form, and following that breath as a guide. Moving nice and slow, calming the nervous system with that diaphragmic breathwork tool. Deep inhale back to defensive stance. Hold that breath in the belly. Long exhale forward. Get creative with it. Mix it up. If there's something in particular that you need a lot of help with or you feel rusty on, drill that single item in repetition. Maybe, your rising elbow might need some work. So, deep inhale back to defensive stance. And practice just that rising elbow. Lead rising elbow. Nice and slow. Thinking about balance. Right? Elbows are close range attack, so we want to step in. Twisting through the hips and shoulders. Keeping our body weight centered. Chin tucked. Guard tight on both sides. Rising elbow right there. Finish that exhale at the point of impact and deep inhale back to defensive stance. Holding that guard tight. Keep working the rising elbow till it feels nice and fluid. It doesn't have to be the rising elbow. It can be any move, any technique that you'd like to improve. We can improve in this low intensity session. And always continue to check in on you and see how you're feeling. Right now I'm feeling like that nervous system might be getting a little activated, might be a little strenuous. I'm going to tune it back down, take that deep breath in and return to the breath. If you don't need the hands as a guide, rest them somewhere more comfortable like your side. Deep breath in through the nose to the belly. Hold on to that breath. Long, slow exhale through pursed lips. It's a very powerful tool. You can feel the effects of it fairly instantly, especially if you tuned into you before and notice you might have had an activated nervous system or a higher heart rate. You'll feel that heart rate slow down, that nervous system calm down just with that breathwork tool alone. Let's continue to make it super effective by linking in movement. Deep breath into defensive stance. And long exhale forward into your creative striking routine. 2 to 3 strikes total. Deep inhale back to defensive stance, breathing into the belly. Holding that guard tight. Long exhale through the mouth when you're ready to strike. Nice and slow. Flow through those movements and stay balanced, stay centered. Think about offense and defense. Deep inhale back. And like I said, if you're a beginner, you can stick with just the jab and cross. Stepping into the jab, twisting through the cross. 2 strikes, 1 long exhale here. Fully exhale in that striking pattern. You don't have to move around. That's only if you're advanced. Deep breath in through the nose to the belly. Holding the breath in that belly. Long and slow exhale forwards into your striking pattern. Fully exhale there. Deep inhale back to the belly. Hold that breath in and long exhale forward. It can be a single strike. But follow that breath and exhale through that movement. Deep inhale back to defensive stance. And if you're feeling the nervous system activating, calm it back down with that breathwork tool. Open Martial Arts said, what's your story? Are you stranded? I am stranded. I'll let you know after the show. Let's return to that breath. Shout out to Victoria Lewis Fuller. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Long time no see. And to my mom. Appreciate you, Mom. Love you. Thank you for tuning in. Let's return to that breath. Deep breath in through the nose to the belly. If you need the hands as a guide, make sure that chest is staying flat. Deep breath in. Hold that breath in the belly. Close the eyes and visualize the breath to make it super effective. Long exhale out the mouth. Twice as long as the inhale. Deep breath in again, nice and slow through the nose to the belly. Hold on to it. Long and slow exhale out the mouth. Feel that heart rate slowing down, energy calming down, getting yourself centered, giving you that active recovery that you deserve. Shout out to Tanea. Thanks for being here. Deep inhale to the belly in defensive stance. And practice some of those moves that you'd like to improve. Long exhale forwards. Deep inhale back. If you want to practice a big move like the Superman punch, you can do it from a standing position. It doesn't always have to be that giant leap to cover distance. So I'll show you what I mean right now. Let's do it together. Deep breath in to the belly in defensive stance. And long exhale forwards. We're going to take this small step on that front foot, and then we're going to bring the rear leg up as we turn the body. And extend that leg and fist at the same time. So the leg is kicking backwards, the fist is punching forwards, and we're taking that small step on the beginning. You can do that at low intensity and build that muscle memory. Deep breath into the belly. Hold the breath in there for a moment. Long exhale in. You can focus on keeping the guard tight on the opposite hand, right? And extending through. Deep inhale back to your balanced stance. Long exhale forwards into your striking pattern. Remember, it's low intensity. If you feel that heart rate building up, tune back in. Like that Superman move, that takes a lot of effort from your body. Do it once or twice and then bring yourself back to the breath. It's all about the breath. Deep breath into the belly, nice and slow. Hold on to it. Long exhale out the mouth. Twice as long as the inhale. One more time, deep breath into the belly. Hold on to it. Long exhale out the mouth. And continue your flow-based routine. You can work slips in here. You can work parries in here. Anything that you'd want to improve on. Deep breath into the defensive stance. And long exhale through. Maybe some parry. And cross. Fully exhale into that strike. Deep inhale back. Hold the breath in the belly. Long exhale through. Remember, 3 strikes total. Nice and easy following that breath. Finish the breath in striking pattern. Deep inhale back. If you want to work slips in there. Long exhale through. Slip and counter, right? Still following the breath. Nice and low intensity. Deep inhale back to defensive stance. And that's the end of our breath work, our diaphragmic breathing session. We're going to get into a brief meditation now. And Diamond Cut said, I need an XL Sag Life shirt, a white one. Link is in our bio. Check it out, man. I'll put a link up. I think I put a link up in the stories too. You just tap it. It'll bring you right over to that Teespring page. 10% automatically goes to NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness, to fund the fight towards better mental health. That being said, let's get back on track. Appreciate you, man. Let's get back on track. We're getting into our final session here. It's going to be a brief meditation, which will put you in even more control over that somatic experience. So if you do have an activated heart rate for some reason, if you got carried away with that striking pattern and you weren't following the breathwork tool, let's take full control of it now with a brief meditation. One hand over the chest and one hand over the belly, and make sure we're breathing correctly, not from the chest, but from the belly. Deep breath in through the nose to that belly, fill it with air. Close the eyes and visualize that breath leaving the mouth as you exhale long and slow. We're going to make these tools more and more effective. There's layers and layers of progress that we can make out here. So now on that deep inhale to the belly, what we want to do is we're going to practice a method known as a 4-7-8 method. It's a proven method to calm the nervous system and help you fall asleep, help you de-stress at any given time. So we're going to take a 4-second breath in the nose to the belly. We're going to hold on to it for 7 seconds, and then we're going to long and slow exhale through those pursed lips for 8 seconds. Let's do it together. Nice and slow, 4 seconds in, nice and easy. Hold on to it for 7. 8-second exhale out the mouth. Remember, slow the breath so that you can take that full count through that breathing technique. 4 seconds into the belly. Hold on to it for 7. 8-second exhale out the mouth. Now let's keep that pattern going and keep the eyes closed, visualizing that breath. Shout out to Shawnee Boy, thanks for being here. Keep that 4-7-8 going, and we're going to start to use some other tools, positive inquisition and positive affirmations as well. So take that deep breath in nice and slow, 4 seconds through the nose to the belly, and as you hold it for 7 seconds, I want you to ask yourself how you feel in that moment. Not out loud, but you can ask yourself in your mind while you're holding that breath, how do I feel? Check in on yourself, scan your body for stress, and ask, how do I feel as you're holding that breath? Let's do it together. 4 seconds into the belly. Hold on to it and ask yourself, how do I feel in this moment? Long, slow exhale. If in that moment of positive inquisition, you can identify that your heart rate has come down, this is going to help you give yourself credit for the progress that you are making. Also, if you notice stress or tension in your shoulders, in your jaw, or in your body anywhere when you're doing that self-check, on the exhale, I want you to try and let that stress melt away. Let your body relax into a more comfortable state on that exhale. And you can do this sitting down, lying down, or standing up, for whatever you are comfortable with. Let's practice it again and level up with those tools. Deep breath in, 4 seconds to the belly, visualizing it. As you hold, ask yourself how you feel. Scan your body. Do you feel stress or tension anywhere? On the exhale, I want you to imagine letting that tension go and just melting into a more comfortable position. Exhale long and slow. Keep the 4-7-8 pattern going. Keep the positive inquisition going. Let's do it together. Deep breath in. Long and slow exhale and let that stress go. Feel your body relax. Relax the jaw, relax the shoulders. Deep breath in, 4 seconds. Hold on to it for 7. Ask yourself how you feel. Second exhale here. Blow that stress away with the power of breath. Deep breath in again. We're going to shift it up a little bit. Deep breath into the belly, 4 seconds. Now as you hold your breath and recognize this state of peace that you've brought yourself to, I want you to remind yourself you deserve this. You can say it in your mind, I deserve this. 8-second exhale. Deep breath in, 4 seconds to the belly. Hold on to that breath for 7, tuning into that peace that you're giving yourself, and remind yourself you deserve this. You're the one putting in the work. You're You're the one guaranteeing yourself the results. Long exhale. Ignore the bell and we'll breathe together 2 or 3 more times. Keep that pattern going. No instruction. Just tune into the power of that breath. Nice and easy. If you don't need the hands, rest them somewhere more comfortable. Deep breath in 4 seconds. Hold for 7. 8-second exhale. Let's do it together. Alright, that's going to bring an end to today's Superhuman Recovery session. I hope that you're feeling the benefits of some of these free mental health tools that we all have access to. Remember that you've got to find the ones that vibe with you, the ones that click with you as an individual. We all experience things differently out here. We're all individuals. There are different things that are going to vibe with us and help us. So find those ones that help you, put them into your toolbox, your mental health toolkit, and that will give you the best fighting chance forwards towards better mental health every single day. Checking in on comments, shout out to Brendan's Brown, and Open Martial Arts says, brother, I feel calmer than a cuckoo clock now. You're welcome, man. Yeah, me too. And that's the power of the breath and movement, and there are so many ways that we can help ourselves. We just have to find the ones that work for us. So I'm glad to have a positive impact out there. I'm glad you're feeling the benefits, and let's keep in touch. Let's talk about what we can do to help empower others together. And until next time, we'll catch you guys same exact time, same exact channel, same exact life. Zach Man out.